about someone who really just did not get an endorsement from Cortex, much as she really pushed her agenda in the most condescendingly annoying way. I mean, for me, it was just the insensitivity. Like the tone deaf state of her mind is just always very puzzling to me. I'm just like, okay, girl, like, do you even have a filter when you talk sometimes? It's just like, it's just like, bruh. You know, it always feels like verbal diarrhea. That's what it always feels like sometimes when she talks. I am speaking about Karen Nyamu. And if you sue me, hey, these are just my opinions. I have nothing else but opinions here. Now, Karen Nyamu, as always, has gone, you know, guns blazing at Gen Zs again. And her words were, Gen Z Wakwende. Gen Z ni mafala sana. You guys should have told the president how you can improve your lives and the lives of young people. Instead of getting a platform, she went on to state the number of times that the president allegedly gave Gen Zs a chance to listen. Like, people actually had the attention. Gen Z had the attention of people. They had the attention of the media, they had the attention of even the president, to the point where he wanted to join, or he joined Twitter Spaces. But instead of people airing out the issues that they had and ways in which the president can improve their lives, apparently they just started, you know, calling out people who were acting out of order, including herself, Murkomen, among others, which she says was such a waste of an opportunity to speak to Mr. William, well, to William Ruto. I ultimately feel like, again, she says things that make sense, but at the same time, she says them in such a way that you're like, ew. Because yes, truth be told, maybe actually, I don't even want to get into that whole conversation, because what the Gen Z wanted was a very specific thing, to get a new government, and including the president himself. And therefore, talking to someone who you want to get out of government is a difficult conversation. Like, it doesn't even make sense ultimately. But according to her, she says guys were stupid, they wasted a chance, and just like that, it's gone. I don't know how to feel about this, because ultimately a few changes were made here and there, but it doesn't feel like we got what we wanted as a people. And so it's a difficult conversation to have, because it is still a conversation we're still having. I don't know. It's difficult. All I can say is specifically about Karen Nyamu and the way she speaks. Girl, listen. You're supposed to be representing the youth. What are you doing to, you know, now that you have the attention of the president, what are you doing to improve the lives of youth? What are you doing to improve the lives of your, you know, the people that have put you in that office? As she's a senator now, yeah. What are you doing for those people? Like, you just consistently make people feel small, consistently make people feel irked and very annoyed whenever you speak. But what are you doing with all the power that you have now? Shouldn't that be the question you should be asking yourself, instead of saying sini mafala, wona fanya? Like, what are you doing with your power now that you have it? Do better. Like, even with that whole Cortex and sanitary towels stroke tampons, had you created a program wherein you were educating young girls on when to use tampons instead of using sanitary towels, and an initiative which allowed for people to have that option of either tampons or sanitary towels, like, you could have done something with that. But no, just, you know, condescendingly talk to Kenyans and tell them that they're now calling you Demoma tampons. Like, you know, you're just an annoying person. Do better. Do better with your position of power. It's just, ugh, ew.
I feel like the young people who showed up and showed out in the streets protesting, all of them were representative of the greater majority,
Absolutely.
which are Kenyans. They were
Absolutely.
speaking for all of us when they said of all we want change, we want better leadership, we want accountability. We have content creator Morara going around the country, you know, investigating the launches and the initiatives that have been formed by the government, you know, spanning back years, and none of them are existent. We have seen them, the media tours, we have seen these people launch a rail line and then uproot it the next day after the media went home. As in, he is doing such a good job calling out the government, and this is what we wanted. We wanted better. We wanted accountability. We wanted no corrupt leaders, as in just a better system for all of us, okay? And when we say, when the young people get in front of the president and say, hey, our leadership or people who are representative are not it, okay? When we see people like Karen Nyamu flaunting their wealth, doing the most, and not acting the way a public servant should act, of course we are irked. Of course we are a bit irritated, because
A
why?
bit?
Why are you in this position? So people calling you out is not a waste of opportunity. People asking you to act the way you should act, or go home and be a regular citizen.
Even the audits that were done, that was because of the Gen Zs.
Or go home and be a regular citizen so that you can be trending on blogs and trending on news sites every day. Your personal life is just a point of discussion. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what Karen Nyamu does in office. I'm not quite sure what her job description are, or how she is in service to the people. Not quite sure, because all I know her from is her business, her personal business, things we should not know about, the things she does on social media. Yesterday, I think it was today, yes. Here she is being filmed eating candy at Raila Odinga's campaign for the AU position. I'm just like, what do you mean?
Rory Pop.
Do you know how bizarre it is to just see
Just
somebody
weird.
walking around with a lollipop in their mouth, just
And
moving?
talking to, it was weird.
And I'm just like,
like, girl.
don't you all know how to carry yourselves?
Decorum.
It feels like you don't respect the position you're in.
God.
And if you do not respect the position you're in, obviously you do not know how to carry yourself around. You don't know how to act. And it's annoying. So it was not a waste of opportunity when we said that people like Karen Nyamu should not be in office.
Really shouldn't.
Because even your behavior is representative of all those evil politicians, the rotten lot. You are the picture for the rot in public office. So when we say Karen Nyamu, we are speaking to the group of y'all, okay? You speak for them.
You
And it is so sad.
It is so weird.
It is so sad to be the picture of a failed system.
Yeah.
Yo, girl, you need to do better. You need to do better.